the school I went to, it was there wasn't much that you could do really. You were if you were really clever, you were put into one part of the school, and if you were just jogging along, then you put in the other. And the one that I was put into, the clever one, you had to take French and Latin, and of course that wasn't very popular. But anyway, I had French and Latin for the first 2 years, and then I decided this was ridiculous, and I changed from that to home economics, and that was very good. You could learn things that you could use, and I did that. And I'll tell you about one funny thing that happened. Our teacher was off sick, and the vice principal was teaching just now on the classroom next to us, and of course no supervision, so we all started acting up, and the boy sitting opposite me poked me in the arm, so I poked him back, and then of course this started, and when the master came in to get us quiet, that is what he noticed, and we got two of the belt, and I was blistered from here to here for getting the belt, because he was the one that, I was the one that he saw doing something I shouldn't have been doing. And then we had a little, school was very different from here, very different. And we had a little woman, we called her Fairyfoot. She was just a wee short lady and walked, tippy-toe. And one day we decided to play a trick on her, and we put her, somebody put their lunch in the garbage basket, and we knew we had mice. It was a very old building. We knew we had mice, so we put the sandwich in the garbage container, and the mouse came out looking for the garbage, and she freaked out and ran down the hall to the principal. We called him the headmaster. She ran down the hall to him, and he came in. Our parents were informed about that. That was really bad. So I was threatened within an inch of my life from my mother. I don't want to hear any of this anymore. So my mother was the one who disciplined us and works, and so that I could go to night school. I won a scholarship to a school in the next town, but we didn't have any money, and the scholarship was good, and I wanted to be a school teacher from I was little, so the scholarship was good. However, there was no money to pay for my bus fare in and out to the next town, and there was no money for you had to buy special clothes for this private school. You had to buy special clothing, which was, you had to go to one store, which was very expensive. And then I had to buy hockey gear for field hockey. Mm-hmm. I played field hockey. Yeah.
You were just getting warmed up.
Yeah. So anyway, Cathie didn't get to go to that school. But there was a new baby linen store opening in Johnston, and this was a new concept. Nobody had seen a baby linen store before. All these beautiful clothes for little babies. So Cathie decided she was going to work in a baby linen store instead of going to this education place. And the teacher gave me a note to take to my mother to come up and see him, and I thought I was in trouble again. But the reason he wanted to see my mother was that I would be completely wasted going to this, not going on in school and doing something. So my mother agreed that I shouldn't go there, and that's when she took a job cleaning a house 2 nights a week, and that paid for me to go to night school to learn shorthand and typing. Yeah.
Now, when did you join the Legion?
I joined the Legion when Jim joined the pipe band.
Okay, so he joined the pipe band.
He joined the pipe band.
Not the Legion per se, but it was one of the
Oh no, he was already a member of the Legion, being from the RAF.
Okay.
He was a member of the Legion.
Okay.
Yeah. And
And were you the women's auxiliary?
yes, the Ladies Auxiliary.
Ladies auxiliary.
And I'm still in it. I'm getting a 50-year pin this year.
50 years.
Yep.
Wow. And Jim became the
Drum major.
drum major.
He was the bass drummer to start with.
Oh, he was the bass drummer.
Yeah, and David
Okay.
Bell was the bass drummer.
And did a lot of your friends come out of
The band.
of the band?
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
were all Scottish. Nearly all my friends were Scottish. It's just the way it happens.
Well, they are pretty good at the bagpipes and beating drums.
Yeah.
So that does make some sense.
We travelled a lot with the pipe band. And when we went to Scotland with the massed band approached us to see if the Midland Pipe Band would join. So the Midland Pipe Band joined into the massed Ontario Legion pipes and drums. And they went to Balmoral to play at the Highland Games there, where the royal family go every year.
Yep.
So we all were pretty excited to go there. So we all went there. And when we were finished and we were just hanging around waiting for the buses to go back, we stayed at Edinburgh University. And when we were waiting for the bus, this lady with a microphone came up, and then a man came up with a camera over his shoulder, and she said to Jim, "Excuse me, would you mind if we did an interview with you?" Well, you know what Jim looked like, eh? Big Scotsman. So, and Jim says, "Well, it depends." And she said, "Well, we're the Discovery Channel but it was in the States, and we had never heard of them." But Jim said, "Oh yeah," carried on, he knew who they were. And she said, "We'd like to do an interview with you." And Jim said, "Fine." And then after he said okay, then the camera guy pops up with a camera. So they did a show, but unfortunately Jim and I never caught it. Friends did, and they said it was really good, but we never did catch it.